Okay, let's try this again, and hope we have no problems. Okay, let's try this again. Let's hope we have no more problems because we're having problems. Let's see if the problems are fixed, shall we? And if it says notice, if they even notice the board, we're just gonna give up on this because I'm already behind schedule. I want to get this done today, so I'm done with it. So I have everything done with. So let's try this again one more time and see what happens. So we're back to Outback Truckers, Season 1, Episode 5. I see check one more thing, but yeah, we gotta make sure we get this done because I want to get this done as soon as possible. Because I'm having fun doing these videos, guys, for you. It's just that some of these videos take a lot out of me, and trust me, these take a lot out of me. So let's hope this doesn't happen again. So let's try it again. Back in a second, guys. I'm gonna roll up a window real quick. Delivering to the middle of nowhere. You've got a fully loaded trailer here for petrol. Well, if they come into mail, it could be all over for everyone involved. And a medical emergency. There is something wrong somewhere. Over 1,000 kilometers from help. Don't go. Are you serious? At his depot in Cairns in far north Queensland, tanker driver Steve okay, hope you capture it, okay. To remote clients who need fuel. Okay, guys, I'm back. I had to make sure my window was rolled up because it's gonna rain soon, and I don't want to rain my Xbox or my electrical equipment like my TV. There we go. We got rain gonna come in the window, which I don't mind that, or on the porch, I don't mind it. But when we're not in the living room, we're not in my room doing this because I need more room, so I need to do it in the living room. I know you guys like my videos. I know you guys have questions about tie and hide. I bought this from the store, so yeah. So yeah. Yellow goes to yellow. So theoretically, you can't get it wrong. You go for the yellow, which is premium. I'm just taking a look at the weather real quick, guys. I'm not getting off. I'm looking at a couple things real quick. Wow, months. That's scary. I just want to take a look, see if there's any new posters out. I'm lying. I'm actually looking at something else right now, guys. Today we've got 9,500 litres of diesel. We've got 6,000 litres of unleaded petrol. Mouse pads, posters. So that makes up a load with a total of 28,500. His run will take him into some of the most inaccessible parts of the state. Rugged country, where the last thing any driver needs is rain. But up ahead, looming storm clouds can make those two. A difficult journey into an impossible one. At a Perth freight depot, tempers are fraying. I would not want a poster. Husband and wife driving team, Gordo and Shu, are in the middle of a truck. Ooh, those are new. I would not want to wear those though. They've just finished a 2-day non-stop drive. Mouse pads, lanyards, docky. We'll be sure you have a docky. But bad weather caused them delays. Instead of resting at home, the bosses told them to turn around and do it all again. Wristbands, $15. It's over a 2,000-kilometer return trip to the same place. Sorry, guys, just making sure that there's nothing new I want. After a frustrating last trip, 61 degrees outside, today's high 62. It's rain around 2 o'clock, so. It's still menacing the northwest. At this time of the year, you've got to deal with cyclones, floods, hail, and fires. So you've got the whole lot. Wow, everything around, everything. Cyclones, fires, floods, dang. Dang.
The late start has thrown them into the peak hour.
Rush hour.
Never gets better, just gets worse.
By the time they clear the city, they're already behind schedule. And on the run to Australia's booming mining towns, there's always the chance they'll be sharing the road. With trucks even bigger than they are.
Another delay, another thing of what happens when you get behind time. Don't stop, it just tends to accumulate from there on. It's one of the dump trucks at the mines. I think the city was 8.5 this way. That's meters I'm talking about too. Yeah, 200 tonne of that thing.
200 tons.
A couple of minutes earlier when you got him back down there.
After a 30-minute wait, Gordo thinks there's just enough room and clear road to squeeze past.
You all right up there?
Hello. Still just having some fun. Just watching a reaction video. Got anything to say, and I'll answer your questions or anything like that. It's gonna rain about a little bit, so yeah, you guys have something to say from the chat. I'll read it. It's gonna rain a little bit, but I thought you'd still let more video. Anything to say from the chat, I'll answer it. This is a reaction video, so yeah. 9 miles straight. 150 clicks.
It's the longest straight stretch of road in Australia. Not a bend, not a corner, not a kick, nothing.
That's gonna be kind of scary. 90 miles of nothing.
You'll see quite a few caravans and cars on the side of the road as well, where they've had accidents or whatever, because yeah, it's just like nothingness. You tend to sort of, drift off here and there in your mind,
Riding with them on every trip is their 16-year-old dog, Roy. While he loves the open road, on this trip, Roy is out of sorts. The cross-continent run to Melbourne is a 2.5-day slog, virtually non-stop, apart from quick driver changes.
Marcus can have a drive and I can have a rest.
Here's the camels. They talk about camels and kangaroo.
If you get reports of camels, you really got to keep your eyes open for them. You're going to hit a fully grown male camel right in the centre. You probably wouldn't be going any further than that. It'll destroy it. It'll just push the wall bar into the grill, into the radiator, the intercooler, and back into the front of the engine, and you'll probably virtually stop where you are.
So you got anything to say? I said, guys, you can say it. I'm on here. I can read your guys' comments. I'll answer your guys' questions if you have anything to say.
In far north Queensland, Steve Hughes and his 28,000-litre load of fuel are heading up a mountain pass.
Up and
down, pretty up and down sort of going. It's going to be awful hot outside, so we're sitting here in the aircon. That's the best part about the job at time.
Driving such a dangerous cargo, Steve knows only too well what can go wrong.
Every now and again, you see an idiot on the road driving erratically. If they come into me, well, it could be all over for everyone involved. And it's not just you and them, you know. If you've got a fully loaded trailer here full of petrol, well, there's going to be a big hole in the ground. There's going to be people in surrounding areas could be affected by it too, you know, depending on how big the bag is. But you try not to think about it, I guess. Just go along and don't look in the mirrors too much to see what it is behind it.
With over 20 tons of fuel on board, Steve's tanker is starting to strain on the steep incline.
We're slow, going up hills.
All he can do is watch, as car after car tries to squeeze past before the overtaking lane ends.
You can't cross the WO. You can't cross the WO line.
Until one driver pushes his luck too far.
Where's he going to go? You are going to stay there. He decided no, he wasn't going to get stuck behind the truck, and I just about looked out the window down on the bonnet of his car as I was changing lanes, and he was still coming until the car came around the corner and forced him to stop and had to drop in behind him. If he's in front of me, I'll let him in, but if they're still coming from behind, well, that's their problem as far as I'm concerned. If they're stupid enough to put themselves out there. But that's the kind of thing you've got to put up with, unfortunately.
That's dangerous. And we're on a car.
Gordo and Shoe are 500 kilometres out of Perth, on the road north to Newman, in Western Australia's mining belt. And they're monitoring the sky for signs of a cyclone that's already played havoc with their schedule. Heavy rain has already washed away large chunks of the highway.
The more it just lifts the road and the road's given way.
The more vehicles that go over it, the more it chops up while the water's running. That's why they usually like to try and stop you running through it until the water goes. But it's going to last for a few days. Once it gets down a bit, they let you go because all the mines and towns up north start to run out of food.
Shoe's been sent a video, warning them of what the road is like up ahead.
You see how he's run through? That's what you're up against there.
100 kilometres northwest of Cairns, blinding rain is already making life hard for tanker driver Steve Hughes.
It was 3 hours. The other went 60 miles. Wow.
It's blue skies. Look in the other corner. It's cloudy. Look in another corner. It's black. Look in another corner, and it's pissing down. So you really just take your chances this time of year when you're out here on these roads. It's the Peninsula Road. As you can see from Cook down, it's closed all the way to Weeper.
Steve's run will take him deep into the tropical wilderness, where roads become dirt tracks that can disappear underwater in minutes.
The road at the moment is a bit chopped up in places as we go through. If you go into a hole like that, you hit that at speed, it drops in and picks the back up off the ground and it'll just ride you straight over.
With over 28,000 litres of highly explosive fuel on board, Steve's carrying a potential bomb.
The corrugations become big corrugations, become holes. You can lose a small car in some of them. Water here.
I want to shave and take off. I need to shave. I already shaved this week. I don't need to shave again.
In another ball plane, right in the middle of his his favourite part of the journey.
Oh, this is what I like to see each week. Driving by, looking out the window of our office building and seeing the great Southern Ocean there. The edge of Australia is just right down there. Never get sick of looking out there to see that, ever. That's why this will always be the best part of the journey. And if you head directly south from where we are now, approximately 6,619 kilometres, you'll bump into Antarctica.
Wow.
But in the back of the cabin, Roy isn't enjoying the ride.
I'm eating dinner.
He's not been himself for most of the journey. Claire's increasingly worried. Out here, there are no vets.
When I picked him up before, it's like he's screeching in pain. No, like we get big bruised somewhere. I mean, he's old and he can't go to Melbourne like he is. Once we get into Adelaide, that's the last chance we've got to make a decision. Because we can't travel all the bloody way. And it's not nice when the one person he relies on in his whole universe, I can't help him. And it's a helpless feeling, Yeah. You don't know if it's serious. Because if there is something wrong somewhere, okay, you'll repent then. Okay? Stop it! That's enough! I can't bloody touch you then! It's enough! Alright? I understand you're not comfortable, but that is enough! I just leant over him and he went nuts. It's one of the disadvantages of having a dog in the truck. It's great, but when something's fucked up, it's a nightmare, actually. It's a nightmare. Because I love him like his son, and I can't do anything, and, I've got a job to do, and it's like you're being pulled in a million different emotional directions, and none of them are right. I'm sorry, I'm upset now.
As Gordo and Shu head to the remote north, the road trains get longer and longer.
Job done, buddy.
With increased numbers of trailers come increased risks.
Yeah, have a safe one.
And on one of her trailers, something is troubling Shu. One of the loads looks to have shifted. Even worse, something could have fallen off. A lost load could turn a bad trip into a disaster.
This one, the whole lot's tipped. That's what you don't know. Yeah, it has to be done. It's this one, like, that was alright. This is a problem. Johnny, the tyres have all come away. The tyres?
The chains holding on a brand new 20-ton road roller have also come loose.
And as you can see, I've had to get Gordo out.
They lose a valuable half hour while they secure the load.
Hang on, I'm twisted.
But it's just too dangerous to risk not fixing it.
I always like to make sure that if I get Gordo out of bed, it's, for the right reason. No, it's pretty good that way.
tanker driver Steve Hughes' first delivery is to a wilderness resort. Without Steve, it would shut down. So isolated that he won't be able to go any further than a bush jetty. The fuel gets carried in by barge.
Okay, like here's totally remote. Only access here we have is by sea. Our generator this time of the year runs 24/7. Totally reliant on refrigeration, fans to keep the gas cool, and all of our other bits and pieces that we do need to run here and everything. So the fuel truck can't get through. We basically would shut down. Yeah.
It's freaking tired to be the bane of my life.
Shu's stint at the wheel is not going well.
I struck some loose on that same part of the tyres. So obviously the tyres have moved again. Oh, pallets collapsed. Just what we need. You know I've got to do, don't you? I've got to get Gordo out of bed again. We've got to lift that gate up because it's completely come out. See? It's going to stay. Hello? I know you're going to hate me, but the gate's come out completely. The whole load's moved. All the tyres have moved. The strapping's come undone. Silence. Look at this. The gates come out. I had to lose weight. I am too fat. Oh, to be a skinny bitch. Gotta tie her up. I know my butt's big, but it's not going to do any difference. Why the did they put this freaking gate on here when it don't fit? Oh, that one's come undone as well. Is that better? I gotta be a skinny chick somewhere. I'm too fat.
This stop has cost more precious time, and there are signs the cyclone to the north is about to strike. No place is too far off the
Ford.
track for Steve Hughes'
Old
tanker.
Fords.
He can end up just about anywhere. The delivery is to an isolated filling station that's almost run out of fuel.
Got 100 litres in that one. So I'd say we're here just in time for Tom.
The owner doesn't just sell petrol. He runs a bush museum full of motoring treasures.
Wow. All Fords.
Well, if we can have a look around here, there's all sorts of Ford relics. There's some later day stuff, some old stuff. Everything runs, everything starts. You've got some great little trinkets in here. And yeah, it's great to come out and have a chat with Tom. But I've got work to do, so I'll keep moving.
Next stop for Steve is a cattle station, Bullock Creek. It's only accessible by a dirt road that's taken heavy rain in the last 2 days.
Holding it. No more rain tonight. I think I'll be right to go down the UTM road tomorrow. All going well, it'll be down to Gingerella, across the Bullock Creek, and back to Cairns by mid-afternoon tomorrow. Right, Tommy, all done, mate?
No.
See you next year. Yeah. See you, mate. See ya.
Wow.
I'll wait for them to come through.
Back in the north of Western Australia, Gordo and Shu have hit a flooded 500-metre stretch of highway
Freaking slow.
that could be safe to cross, or an accident waiting to happen.
Always just hit a hole. A hole there. Got you, buddy? No worries. Thanks a lot, buddy. You have a safe one. No worries. Okay. Let's quiet. So over this way, you reckon it's water?
Shu has to try to avoid the holes where the road has been washed out. But if she drives too close to the edge of the bitumen, she risks ending up in the river.
He was just about here and he went down a hole. Yeah.
There's usually ripples in the water. And there's a hole, you know. That's rushing across your sea. There's sometimes to be a big ripple, and other times to be a small one. In this way.
All right. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm coming back over, Gordo, but the fucking holes. All right. I was trying to avoid the holes.
Too far out.
I mean, there's a hose here.
If you want to pull out in there, I'd rather go into the hole and pull out.
All right.
Mark and Claire are nearly 1,500 kilometres from Perth, halfway across the Nullarbor with no civilization in sight. Their concern for Roy is growing. He's showing increasing signs of distress. If Roy's condition deteriorates, they're a long way from help.
I'm at the Nullarbor Roadhouse, just stopped for a toilet break and to let little Roy boy out as well. Come on. The middle of the Nullarbor Plain. There's nothing else around. Yeah. Nothing for another 90 kilometres to the east and nothing 184 kilometres back to the west. There's nothing at all. No!
I want to make some money tonight. I have some.
What do you think?
No.
Time to get up.
With Roy getting worse,
Come on, baby.
the nearest vet is in Adelaide, 1,300 kilometres away.
1,300 Ks? Wow, that's a long way.
In far north Queensland, Steve Hughes needs to find out whether the rain he's been driving through has closed any roads. His main concern is the Bullock Creek cattle station that's depending on him to get through.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, is that Tony?
Yeah, speaking.
Yeah, g'day, Tony. It's Steve from the Lions, mate.
Yeah, mate.
I was just wondering if you get the information on...
Can I go back to bed now? I'm going to go back to bed in a little bit. It's already 1 o'clock now. Wow.
No, mate.
Well, that's what it is, mate. That's what I look at. Yep. Oh, thanks, mate.
Well, that's not what I wanted to hear. So the day just got longer by about 4.5 hours, I reckon.
A closed road means a massive detour.
I've got to go around the long way. Short ways out.
The worst possible news at the end of a long and difficult day, with a night drive ahead of him.
Some more. A little bit of flood, some more. I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to feed the cats now because when o'clock, I'll feed the cats.
Get radiant glowing skin in 1 week. Try Aveeno Positively Radiant with clinically proven.
Need a toolkit? Here's 3 great options from Harbor Freight. The Pittsburgh 130-piece kit is compact, portable, and packed with essentials. Perfect for home repairs and DIYers. The 225-piece mechanics toolkit provides more specialty tools for even greater versatility. And finally, this 301-piece mechanics toolkit includes the most used automotive and mechanics tools. No matter what you're working on, find the toolkit you need at Harbor Freight.
Oh, Cosmo, here we go. You look like you're ready to walk the red carpet. No, stop it, really? Or at least go for a run. Your power pens. Yes. Okay, what about this? Whoa! That's it. And that's how you want this.
Some of the big animals are starting to get out there. After dark, up through here, and then we come on the kangaroos tend to take over.
Okay, I got an idea for something heavy to have, but
You haven't got much more. Whilst it's not too bad in a truck of this size, but down top of those things pretty well. There's still something you don't need to be doing if you don't have to be doing it. Push them through it. You know, like knocking the gear and that sort of thing, because they go underneath and they do damage underneath. So, Skippy would have done 12 hours. That's enough for the day.
it's going to rain soon.
If you don't push on any further, I'll just get up to the roadhouse and have a meal in the shower and go to bed and hit it around dark. And the kangaroos can have the road all to themselves.
Gordo and Shu's trip from hell is about to get worse.
Damn.
They arrive at their destination, the mining town of Newman, just as it's being savaged by the fringes of the cyclone.
Newman.
Their job of dropping off trailers and hooking up new ones just got more stressful.
Save.
They need an address for another trailer pickup from the depot. But it's deserted.
I knew he wouldn't remember the address. There's no address on here.
Shu and Gordo are at breaking point.
We're not running around. Tyler on the back time climbing up the depot. Can't run around with Tyler. Listen, I'm going to tell you who I hear it is.
Gordo thinks he knows where the other trailer is. He'd better be right. This storm could close them for weeks.
Yeah, great. I'm not going to fix it. I'm not getting off this. If lost a connection, I don't care. I'm going to stay on here. I'm not getting off. Oh, connection's unstable. That sucks. We're so far in this. I'm not getting off this. Okay, Okay, we're staying on here? Okay, good. We lose our connection. Good. Yeah, we're not getting off, guys. We're staying on, guys. We're already halfway done with this episode. We're going to finish this episode done with because we already had enough problems with this episode. Processing this episode, so yeah. Bendy and FNAF, I know I have to start making those videos soon and get those ready for October. But yeah, that's gonna be. I also gotta get that video too. Got some videos I gotta work on, guys. Make videos in a few months. They don't happen for a while.
But they're barely out of town when there's more bad news.
Closed.
Well, we're stuck. We can't go anywhere. Have to wait till the road opens. So, we go. More dramas. Another day in paradise.
I'll make some porn
Steve
tomorrow.
has spent a night sleeping rough in his truck. After a brief outback wash, he's ready to tackle the day ahead. Trying to get a load of precious.
Yep, it's raining now, so yeah.
Before the wet season cuts it off.
Next week we got plans for next week. I got a video for next week. What we're gonna do. Let's see, this could be a cardio video next week, but yeah. This Friday is last day of school was this week, so yeah. After this video's over, we're gonna get off and do some other videos.
Kilometres wise, extra today. Probably somewhere in the area of about 300 to 350 k's out of my way.
But yeah, guys, we're doing pretty good. So yeah. We're already halfway done with this episode, so that's good. Almost done this reaction video, which is good. That's about it.
You'll either be able to get through it or you won't be able to get through it. So you always make sure you got food and water with you so that if you've got to sit it out for a while, you're not going to go without. And of course, you can't turn around, and there once you're sort of sitting at the edge of a creek, you've pretty much got to wait it out unless you want to back for miles. And you know, when it's wet, you don't want to push these things off the side of the road because they go straight down. And so you sit it out. As soon as the water's down, then you're good to go again. You press on and hope that the next one's going to be just as good. That water's up a fair way there. And the rain is all around at the moment. Everywhere I look, it's black. Pretty sure there will be more water not far over here. That wasn't too bad. Not real confident about Bullock Creek at this stage. Simply because looking out there in front of us, that's starting to get a bit dark, and if that starts building down now, that could bring the water up, and I could be between a rock and a hard place. Fuel truck on site.
Without checking the roads up ahead, This is as far as Steve is prepared to go in his fuel tank.
I'd like to go and see it with my own eyes before I take the truck down there because I can't turn it around down there.
Luckily, a local quarry has agreed to lend him a 4-wheel drive.
Getting a bit apprehensive about this one in here, simply because it's building up behind me and it's going to rain. Here we go. Look at this. I'm not going through there. Don't even know where the crossing is here. Yeah, definitely not taking this one. I don't even know how deep that is. There's no markers here to tell you. No. The time it takes me to go in there, that could get even deeper here, and I really don't want to be stuck here. It's just not worth it. You just don't know what's down there. Love the tropics. Oh, there he is.
The station owner knows it's a lost cause, but how long can he last without fuel?
Are you going to be hanging out for a while? Like that'll get you through a bit longer, that diesel? When do you reckon we might be able to get back in here, Mark? March. There you go, March.
That's 2 months away.
2 months.
I'll leave it at that for now then, mate. Looking around, I reckon anywhere inside of 15 minutes to half an hour and I'll be getting wet here. So in saying that, I'm going to get a reel on.
That's Perth to Adelaide journey of 2,720 kilometres.
After driving for 2 days, Mark and Claire have arrived at their Adelaide depot. But the only cargo they're worried about is Roy. He needs to get to a vet quickly.
All right.
Give you Ottawa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Because I don't know where it's heading. I don't know where to touch it or not touch it. You know what I mean? The worst feeling in the world must be how parents feel with kids. You know, like you can see too he's not right.
Do you want me to hold it? Sure. I think so. I gotta get her.
I'm a bit nervous. You know, I just not knowing what's wrong with him. Him not being able to tell me.
Claire and Roy, hi. Would you like to come through, guys? Yeah. Come on in, just into this console, ready? How you going? I'm Chu.
Hi,
Nice to
I'm
meet
Claire. This is Roy.
Yeah. No, darling.
Really nervous. It's okay, mate. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm just tired. Yeah. I hope you. Sure. No. It is very worried. It's alright. Ill. So, do you want me to examine him away from you?
Yeah.
Do you want to do that? Yeah.
Let's go.
You don't need this, you know. Little bugger.
Good news and bad news when I first got. Road closed to all vehicles.
We're at Newman. We're at beautiful downtown Newman at Capricorn Roadhouse. And we've been here since 2 o'clock this morning. And it is now, what is the time? It is now 9:15 and the road is still closed. And the facilities up here are A1. Believe you me. There's nothing open. Nothing at all.
Now the BP station's not even
All you
open?
can do is sit it out. There's only one highway back to Perth, and it's still underwater.
That's it. Once you've lost a day, you've lost a day. There's nothing else you can do. You just got to try and get around it as best as you can.
It's a there's a petrol station, so there's gonna be something to do there.
After a 350-kilometre wasted journey, Steve Hughes is back on his run, with one quick delivery to make before he heads home. But his luck isn't getting any better.
The dipstick. I think it's walked.
Or someone stole it.
Someone come along and grab it and go and walk a bit. I can't do anything until I dip it and see whether or not it'll fit or not. So I can't just go, yeah, it'll fit, because it comes out on the ground. And so, not going there. Though he's just going to have a look for us. Once he finds it, we can work out what's in there, I can fill it. But until then, no good trying to guess it.
Without the dipstick, Steve's in a difficult position. He wants to help his customers, but he can't afford to break the rules.
You got to cover your ass and keep it in this sort of game, because as soon as fuel goes on the ground, all hell breaks loose.
The only way Steve can safely supply them is to try to work out how much they've used since the last delivery.
Have you got a record of your last dips? How often do you guys dip? Every afternoon or something like that? Okay, so if you got Friday's dip, that'll tell me how much is in there on Friday, because I've got 3,000 litres.
So these are the ones that I do.
1,600. Okay. We'll just confirm the dip on that tank, which is 1,600 litres, and it's a 5,500 litre tank. That gives us 900 litres leeway with the 3,000 that I'm going to put in, so we can do the drop. Okay, that's good. That's done now, and with the wet season looming, that should see them through for easy 6 weeks now.
It's been a long trip, but Steve wouldn't swap his life on the open road.
When it comes to preference of where I'd rather be, this is where I'd rather be for sure. I just love the wide open spaces and being left alone. Short of having a beer whenever I want a beer, it's just like being on a camping trip, really, and being paid for it. And probably not everyone's cup of tea, because it's hot and dusty and it can get a little bit shitty at times. But no, I wouldn't have it any other way on it.
In Adelaide, there's still no news for Claire.
I just stepped out to let the vet look at Roy without me in it, because I get upset and then that makes him more upset, so he'll just deal with it better if I'm not in there,
Hi, did you want to come in, Claire?
Yeah.
Yes. Your mum. Okay, so we've got an answer for you, and it's he's got an infection with his anal glands.
The old bum glands. Roy, I'm going to kick your ass.
So all you need is just some painkillers and some antibiotics, and that will kill the infection.
So thank you.
That's okay. You're more than welcome.
To release, because when you're out there, there's no vets and stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you kindly. Thank you very, very much.
So he's got butt problems.
You're going to get shit from the blokes, right? You realise that, don't you?
Well, okay, but what happened? What was the problem?
He has got infected bum glands.
What? I need someone to put my bum gland, because I got the shits as well. I feel a lot better now. I just don't know what's wrong with the little dude.
That's why he's been eating his bum.
And that gives us 11 and a half hours to get to Melbourne.
Right, so we're ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
Melbourne town, here we come. Snapo, gas on. The pooch is happy, we're happy.
Oh, maybe he has a risk too.
He will.
Gordo and Shu finally have some good news.
Well, guess what, fellas? The road's open.
Good.
Well, we're over the side.
You should have ran with the damn sign.
Shoe. Or he's going to snooze. He's going off the bloody road.
After a long night, it's a relief to get back on the road.
Anything else for lunch? One left. Need a pink one. These are nice, actually. Trouble is, you get behind the steering wheel and you just think you're a bloody eating machine, you see. And then you go to the doctor says to you, you got a diet. And I think to myself, where do I get the time? Oh, surely you can stop for half an hour and do half an hour walk. Like, hello? What planet are you on? It ain't my planet you're on. But I got to start losing weight again, I do. Go on, Gordo, say it. It's your turn to say it. I hear that
Okay, guys, we're done with we're done with season 1, episode 5. So we're done with season 1. Next is season 2, which will be coming out at a future date. Right now, guys, we're done.
But when you're an outback trucker, this is home.